Good evening, Henry.
How are you tonight?
I feel well and good. How are you?
Fine, thank you. You look terrific.
Oh, thank you. Just a little
Always
something.
very dapper.
Always a pleasure to see you, of course.
You too. Now I hear that you now represent Brooke Mueller.
Yes.
Yes. I heard that Brooke is going to go to rehab for treatment. Is that correct?
That's incorrect. And by the way, I know that America has heard quite enough about celebrities in rehab, and this is not one of those stories. Brooke has decided to go to a location for what is referred to as stress management. And let me see if I can do this in a 60-second soundbite. If you're ever up against it and there's a rattlesnake, it's wise to deal with the head of the rattlesnake and not the tail. The head of the rattlesnake is what creates stress in our lives. People deal with stress in all kinds of ways, and in the past, Brooke has dealt with it in manners that we know of. This time, when she has gone through some stressful periods, she's elected to seek help for that. So her sobriety is not going to be interrupted. So, is she in a rehab center? No. Did she fall off the wagon or anything like that? No. She's just going to chill and receive professional help in the process and be with us very soon.
How long do you think she will be there for?
I'm told by the parties who know that it could be a couple of weeks, maybe a week or two longer than that, just for her to get a grip on some of these issues. She's a wonderful mother, a very responsible and loving woman. I think that you and Woody have covered Brooke over the years, probably more than most, and you know, she's one of those people you don't see out in the street partying and in and out of the nightclubs and all of that stuff. So, I'm hopeful it'll be a short period of time.
And has she been in contact with Charlie?
That I don't know. In my conversations with Brooke, it's AAB, which stands for All About Brooke.
I see.
That's
So
the person.
and what does she hope for her future?
As I stand here talking to you, I'm aware of 2 or 3 really intriguing theatrical offers that are on her desk, on her plate right now, for her to consider. And I sense that she's going to say yes to one of these offers within the next few months. She's highly articulate and so photogenic, easy to talk with and deal with. There are a couple of things that you just might see her.
Okay. Do you know if she plans to go through with the divorce or reconcile with Charlie?
I only am a spokesperson for Brooke, so I can only address matters that just deal directly with Brooke. For the record, for whatever it's worth, I've known Charlie for a number of years informally, met him in the old days of Planet Hollywood, and you will never hear me say anything disparaging about Charlie whatsoever. He's always been a complete gentleman with me. However, my interests, professionally and personally, are with Brooke Mueller.
All right. And how is she doing?
I spoke with her briefly this afternoon, and she sounded fine to my ears, you know. Henry, at the end of the day, we all deal with stress in our own way. For me, it's meditation. For other people, it might be working out and exercise. For some people, it's staying in bed and tuning out the world. I consider it a brave act when somebody recognizes a potential problem that could be over the next mountain and elects to do something about it. There's no shame involved in anything like this, and we should all be pulling for each other during such stressful times.
Well, she's very fortunate to have you represent her. She's very, very and we wish her all the best. We wish her well.
Bless you for saying that, and I'm going to communicate that to her.
Very good.
Henry, as always, a pleasure seeing you.
You too. Thank you, Elliot.
You be well.
Take care.
Good night.
Good night.